Hello and welcome to my channel and my first video. So let's see what I've got. What is this? So every Friday I go down and see my dad. He lives down in Wolverhampton. I'm up in Manchester. It's about an hour and a half drive, sometimes a bit longer, sometimes a bit shorter, but go down Friday mornings, keep him company, see what he's up to. And invariably he gives me something that is not working. So I don't know if it's broken or he doesn't know how to use it. But ultimately I try to help him maintain things that he's got around the house. This is a solar panel for a set of lights that sits around his pond. The lights are all around the pond and sort of the cables buried in and things like that. So I didn't particularly want to bring all of the lights back. One of the lights had fallen into the water, so no doubt there's a short circuit somewhere. They weren't turning on. Tried messing with the switch whilst I was in the garden, but difficult to do. So I thought, bring it home, take it apart, have a little look to see if there's any voltage in the batteries, see if it's charging, etc. So yeah, that's where I'm going to start. So let's see what we've got here. So a number of Phillips screws around the edge. No, not that one. That's a good start. Let's try this one. Oh gosh, they're all a little bit stiff. I guess I could have probed onto the four connectors there and just see if any voltage is coming out. But I'm going to go into the unit itself and just see if there's an easier point to stick my multimeter on. Let's hope there's not too many spiders in here. Right, so that come off. Okay, right. That's the first bit. We've got some corrosion on the battery terminals. And what do we have here? So let me zoom this in for you guys. I don't know if you can quite see. Let me just get something to poke this around so you can see what's loose. And just here, we have a loose cable. Lots of corrosion. I'm sure you can see that too well. But yeah, lots of corrosion on there, corrosion on battery terminals. I'm hardly surprising. It's been out in the garden. It's been out in the rain. There's been a lot of rain recently. So let's just get this cleaned up. Test the cells. I've got a cell charger here as well, so I could charge them up separately. So let's just get them out. What could be better for batteries than using a metal probe? There we go. Rusty as well, not looking good. Also very rusty. Oh dear. What's quite good at taking rust off these terminals, some white vinegar. Probably use IPA on the board, maybe a little bit of vinegar on there because that looks quite quite green, quite corroded. Let's hope it's not on the IC as well. Maybe we'll get that under the microscope in a second. So let me just put that to one side and I will get my multimeter. Let's take this, zoom this out again so you can see what's going on. Right, that to DC. Let's have a look to see if there's any charge. I suspect there won't be because of the fact that these have been potentially not charging for a while, if that's broken cable. Oh no, 4.2 volts. I'm going to make sure I get this right the way around. And 4.2 volts. Okay, so maybe the batteries are okay. Let's give them a little bit of a clean up first. So just get some tissues, pop there. Not that I need to keep my mat clean because it's, you can see my mat's pretty dirty. Maybe not the best for starting the YouTube channel. And people commenting about the state of my mat, but hey ho, I'm not that vain. So a little bit of IPA, let's give them a bit of a scrub and see. Yeah, it's come off quite nicely. Right, okay, let's do the other one. This one's somewhat more corroded. Hopefully the corrosion's not gone to the point where it's bridging the contacts. I guess I'd know soon enough. And I think I just want to show you the board before I give it a clean. Hopefully it just needs a little clean and that contact soldered back on. So if I bring around my microscope, let's see if I can swing this around, turn the light on, change this to the mic. So I've got my trusty wire strippers. Oh gosh, yeah, the end of the end of the get a little bit of flux. There's a fair bit of solder on the board already, so hopefully I can get away with not having to add any solder. And yeah, that says back plus, so yeah, it just must not be connecting through to the batteries. It's turned on. Right, let's move some bits around so you can see what I'm doing. Let's see if we can zoom that in for you and make it a little bit more visible. I'm going to grab some tweezers. Now, I had a top tip from YouTube. I think it was, I don't know his name, but he runs a channel called NanoFix. Really good. Does a lot of AliExpress tool unboxing, which probably causes me to spend an awful lot of money with AliExpress. But yeah, he talked about these ceramic tweezers, and they're not necessary really for this type of soldering. I need to put on my zoom in specs because at my age I can't quite see without them, doing close-up work anyway. So yeah, he suggested these ceramic tweezers. Everyone's probably shouting at me because I've not turned on my extraction. Oh, it's not going to solder. I think that solder's a little bit too dirty, a little bit too corroded, so I might have to do something about what's on the board. Oh, that's a bit annoying. Is it going to go? No, let's get some fresh solder on there. Let me stick on my extraction because it stinks. So sorry if the noise is a bit much. So let's get some fresh solder. Little blob on there. That really is being stubborn. So I think what's happened is the copper from the end of the wire is just completely corroded on top of this contact. So I might have to try to work out how to get this off before I can then get the fresh solder on there. So maybe grinding pen time. It's quite a cool little grinding pen kit that I've got. So let's see. Well, let me clean off some of that gunk before I start spraying it all in my face. Holy moly. Right, here we go. Right, okay. Right, okay. I think I've got down to the copper. You guys see? A bit cleaner in there. Let's give it a bit of a brush. Right, let's see if we can solder that back on there. So flux, where did I put my flux? There we go, a bit of flux, not too much. Clean the end from the soldering iron, so it's healthy again. There we go, that's a bit nicer. There's a hole in the board as well, so that's probably not helping. Let's see if we get this wire on. There we go, nice and solid, superb. Okay, right, turn this off, take these off, and let's just give these contacts a bit of a clean. Let's just try a bit of IPA first, because I can't remember where I put my vinegar. It'll be in the cupboard somewhere. Yeah, it's all right. Oh, look at my mat, it's getting filthy now. The other contacts look okay. Let's just wipe off some of that rusty IPA water. Let's get these batteries back in. Oops. Absolutely nothing to indicate which way round they go. Oh, good. I'm assuming it's like this. Right, where can I test this? So those cables go to the batteries. Those 3 cables look like they go down the lighting wire. So presumably RGB. Let's see what happens. Okay, let's zoom this back out for you. Okay, right. See if we've got anything going on. No. Nope. Flick the switch. Nope. And nope. That's not good. Oh dear. Right, okay. Try it other way around. I mean, these are very corroded as well. Let's hope it's... Let's see what's going on with the switch. Let's see if the switch is actually on or off. So it's a little surface mount push switch. That's... Oh, hello. That's interesting. So is it not a switch that stays down? Okay, so it must just be a switch that tells the circuit to turn on. Okay, so let's put the probes onto the contacts down here and press the switch and see what happens. Right. Nothing. Nothing. Right, let's have a look at what's going down this cable. All right, okay. So it might be that the black is actually the ground. I hadn't seen that that went down the battery cable. See what we've got going on here. Nothing. Nothing. And nothing. That's not good. Right, let's just test to see if we have got any voltage going around this circuit board. So let's get that on there. B plus, B minus, minus 4.2 volts. Let's switch these around. Doesn't really make much difference, but there we go. 4.2 volts, so it's definitely going into the board. Right, so where's that traveling to and from? 4.2 volts there. Nothing on there. Nothing. Now I've got 4.2 volts there. 4.2 volts there. 4.2 volts going to that leg of the push switch. 4.2 volts going across to there. So is this chip fried? Looks like there's a slight bit of staining on the chip. So let's just have another look under the scope. Let's have a little tidy up because it's all getting a bit congested. Let's move that over there. Put these away. Move that. Switch across to the microscope. Over here, let's see if we can just probe around on that chip. That's going to be a challenge. So what I'm going to do is just connect to, let's do this way around. So the multimeter is in volts DC. If I press the button, I get 4.2 volts coming across to the side of the switch. That goes into the leg of the chip. Does that come out on one of these up here? This is minus 0.8, minus 0.8, minus 7.6, so probably 0.8. But it's very suspicious that everything is measuring as minus 0.8 on the chip. Does this mean that this chip's shorted? If it does, probably game over. There's no markings on the chip. It's only a cheap sort of solar panel. It's a bit of a shame. No reading. 4.2, 4.2, 4.2. Right, it looks like all the legs on this side of the chip is measuring as 4.2, so I very much suspect this chip is fried and there's not going to be much we can do. 4.2, 4.2, 4.2. Yeah, it doesn't sound good, does it? Let's just do some continuity down the side. without a data sheet, you don't really know what's going on, but there's no markings on the chip. But generally, when you have that many legs all shorted together, it's never a good sign, is it? Oh dear. Okay, right. I think it's dead. So, not great for my first video, but you know, can't win them all. I will still take this along, plug it into lights and see if anything happens, but I don't hold out much hope, to be quite honest, because it looks like everything on that chip is shorted out. So thank you for watching, and if it does work when I plug it into lights, obviously I'll let you guys know, but otherwise I will have something else to fix. Thank you.